Hey guys, today we're going to do a full face using Caliray makeup. This brand is supposed to be really good for those of us that are concerned with aging and we want blurred, perfected skin that lasts all day. As you may or may not know, Caliray is owned by the previous owner and creator of Urban Decay. That's right, Wendy Zomner. So we're going to try these products on. I'm going to let you know my thoughts. How does it wear? Does it stay perfected all day? I'm really excited to share that with you. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump into this California-based makeup line. All right, today we are going to do a whole face of Caliray makeup. I first heard of Caliray and I was listening to and watching a Michelle Spieler video, and she really focuses on assisting women in their 40s and above with anti-aging skincare and makeup advice. She is a professional makeup artist, and I just really enjoy watching her as she's very honest and truthful about what and what does not work. So Michelle had mentioned Caliray as being a brand that she really loves and enjoys. She had mentioned two products, the tubing mascara and the makeup setting spray, as being some of her favorite products. And what really caught my attention is that she mentioned that Caliray is owned by the former owner and creator of Urban Decay Cosmetics. And I love that brand because the products really do perform and are long wearing on my combination to oily skin. The first product we're going to try today is their Free Dreaming Skin Tint. Now, strangely enough, this product was not available on the Sephora.com website or at my local Sephora store. It does not appear that this product is sold at Sephora, but they do have pretty much every other item from Caliray. And I went to the store for the VIB Rouge sale and just picked up pretty much all I could get my hands on, because I hear this brand is excellent for longevity and it's excellent for aging skin. I am going to be 46 this year, so I'm looking for things that are going to be line smoothing, pore smoothing, blurring, and perfecting. This is a skin wellness diffusing tint. It does not have sun protection or SPF. I had originally thought that this was an SPF skin tint. It is 1 fluid ounce, which is standard for foundations and skin tints in the industry. It is a sheer blur coverage, buildable and diffusing. It lets your skin shine through. It is a featherweight natural skin finish. It is silicone free, and it is 94.5% made with natural origin ingredients. It is a functional dose of prickly pear extract for juicy hydration plus vitamin C and E. It is sustainable. The packaging is made of 100% post-consumer recycled paper and 75% post-consumer recycled plastic. It's a low-impact design, and it is a clean formula and is water-based. I'm looking at the ingredients. It's water-based. It has silica, which is an excellent ingredient for oil absorption. And it has glycerin and zinc, vitamin E or tocopherol, ascorbyl palmitate, which I believe is vitamin C, fragrance, and it is made in Newport Beach, California, and the expiration date is 12 months after opening. This is what the bottle looks like. I went with shade 6 because shade 4 and 5, which were probably closest to my skin tone, were out of stock. So it must be a pretty good product. People are buying it up, and it's got a beautiful like sunset ombre design, like a pearl finish on this. This product and this brand is made in California. It's got a very California, I don't want to say hipster, but a very sporty surfer girl feel. I really, really like it. I know that the owner, Wendy Zomner, is very California. You couldn't get any more California girl than Wendy Zomner, the previous owner of Urban Decay. Now we're going to start by shaking it. It does sound like the product has some kind of metal ball or plastic ball in it that would help disperse the ingredients. And we're going to start by applying this with my fingers. I always start with fingers just to get a feel for the texture. I'm going to open this. I love these kind of bottles. And we're going to do a test to see how runny it is. So there's the product. You can see it's very liquidy. And just off the bat, I can tell that this product is very warm, and it's warmer than what I normally like to go for. But we're going to give it a try. I do have a brightening concealer from Caliray that we're going to try, and that should help balance this out. So I'm going to go ahead and take my finger and start blending it. Now, on the skin, it doesn't look as orangey, so that's good. And we're just going to apply this on one side of the face to start, just to kind of get a feel for what kind of coverage we're getting. I am seeing some perfecting qualities of this and pore refining, but it does look like my skin. And I definitely like the way this goes on with the fingers. Definitely feels really good. So I did prep my skin prior to applying this skin tint. I used serum, toner, a sunscreen, eye cream. So I have all that done, and that is really important to take care of your skin with good skincare in order to get the best experience from your makeup. This formulation is highly buildable. It kind of reminds me of the Dior Face and Body foundation, which is one of my favorite foundations. And it does have a nice soft glow to it. And I think that this color is really good for me, actually. It matches the skin on my shoulders. My neck is always a little bit lighter. But this is what it looks like with about 2 layers of the product on. And I've used 2 pumps so far, and I still have some of the makeup left over. So just 2 pumps or 2 squirts. And you can see the difference between the non-makeup side and the Caliray tint. Really liking it so far. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the other side and then be right back. So I have my face completely covered and my neck with the Caliray skin tint. I really like it. It's very natural, and the color number 6 is actually a really good color for me. I could probably go with the number 5 or 4 as well, but this is great for going into summer. It kind of picks up some of the warm hues on my shoulders. So we're going to go in with the concealer now. This is the Caliray Hide Away Brightening Under Eye Color Corrector. It is a color corrector, and I picked up shade Sunlight. Now, what's great about the color correctors is that instead of focusing on covering the darkness or discoloration, they are going to correct or flip out or cancel out that unwanted color. So it's using color theory, it's using the color wheel. Now, I'm an art teacher, so I'm very familiar with color theory, and it does work. And of course, you can use this underneath another concealer, or you can use it alone. Today, we're just going to use it alone and see how well it performs. I picked up the color Sunlight, so let's go ahead and see what the promises are. It says it is blurring, lightweight, has skincare ingredients, it's long lasting, non-comedogenic, it's a clean formula, it is recyclable glass and recyclable paper box. This is a light to medium with neutral peach undertones, which is perfect, the color Sunlight. Now in the formula, it has water, dimethicone, silica, just like the skin tint, glycerin, hectorite, which is a clay, hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate, and it has caffeine and vitamin E and a tetrapeptide. So a lot of good things in the formula. Let's go ahead and jump in and try this today. Here is the tube. Very, very cute retro packaging. It's a glass package. And then this is the standard doe foot applicator. And let's go ahead and give this a whirl. Let's give it a try. We're going to go ahead and go in this dark area. And I'm just going to kind of let this sit a bit. And I'm going to do my brows, and I will be right back to blend this. It's usually good to blend after a few minutes. We're just going to kind of sculpt the face. There we go. And I'll be right back and I'll have my brows done because they do not make a brow product. I've done some brows and now we're going to go in with a finger and just kind of feel the texture of this concealer, this color corrector. And I'm just going to take my finger. Okay, it feels really good. It feels like it has some stickiness to it, so it's going to really stick to that under eye area. I'm going to use my finger first and then go back with a brush to diffuse. I do want to keep this color corrector concentrated in the areas where I need the brightening, and it's a great makeup primer for the eyeshadow. And that brings me to a thought. I did forget to use the makeup primer from Caliray. That was something that I was supposed to use and I forgot to use it. I do have that with me, so we'll have to report back maybe after this video and let you know my thoughts on whether the primer is really necessary. Let's just go with the tint on its own today and see how it performs. I'm not usually a primer person. I am a setting spray person, but not a primer person. All right, now I'm going to just kind of use a brush just to kind of go in and brighten the jawline. I love brightening along the jawline. And just kind of tapping this in a little bit with this brush. And by the way, I am a Seint affiliate, and this is a Seint makeup brush. This is the Pilot brush. It's one of my favorite brushes for multitasking. And on my brows, I've used the Seint Silk Pencil, which is a long wear budge-proof pencil that you can use on your eyelids for an eyelined look or on your brows. You can use it as an eyeliner or as a brow product. Okay, that concealer looks beautiful. And of course, we'll see how it wears. And we can add more probably later if necessary. The next product we're going to try is the Sun Drip Skin Boosting Peptide Serum Bronzer. This was not something that I was looking for, but when I tried it on in Sephora, it was absolutely gorgeous. And I'm normally not a fan of liquid bronzers. For some reason, they're just really hard to blend, but this one blended so beautifully. This is a clean serum bronzer. And it is made of recyclable glass, and it is a skincare formula, lightweight, clean, and fragrance free. The ingredients are water, glycerin, mica, boron nitride, sodium benzoate, tocopherol, vitamin E, soybean oil, phospholipids, and a palmitoyl tripeptide 1, radish root ferment filtrate, palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7, and sodium hyaluronic acid, and titanium dioxide. This is the beautiful product. I love that green in front of the bronze. And it only comes in one color as far as I know. All right, what we're going to do is, of course, we're going to try it on the back of my hand again and just see what we're working with. Okay, it's a little bit more firm than the skin tint. It's not moving as quickly. It is moving. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to start by blending it with my finger and see what we get. And then of course, if you wanted to, you could use a brush, but it seems to be, you know, pretty sheer. So I would be inclined more so to use my finger to kind of build that bronziness. Now, I like this, that it's sheer, because you're going to be able to get a natural bronze. And it's not streaky either. So I would apply it with finger or dot it on and then take the brush and just kind of bounce it around. But it is gorgeous. Look at that color. You could also mix this in with the skin tint if you would like to skip a step and just kind of up your color a little bit. This does have like a finish, like a pearly finish to it that I really like. And let's try, of course, going in with the brush and seeing if that works a little bit better. It's so sheer. I don't know if this would really work for someone who is really tan already. Might not really show up. It's a beautiful color though. Beautiful color. And you can see how it is definitely giving me a sun-kissed look. I'm just going to kind of chisel out a jawline with this. Really, really like it. So there is that serum bronzer. It's got good for you ingredients in it. Let's continue building and see what we can do with this. I'm just going to kind of let this set a little bit more because it is very sheer. Maybe if it has a chance to set, it'll stick a little bit better. Okay, I'm back. I've done my eyeshadow and eyeliner just prior to trying the Caliray mascara because Caliray does not currently have eyeshadows. Now, when I looked back at their history, they did have a palette of eyeshadows, but it's no longer available. And I did see it on Amazon and eBay, and it's extremely expensive. So we're just going to go with my Seint eyeshadows. Right now, we're having a Mother's Day promotion, and we have these 4 quads on sale for $39 each. Today I have on the Estate quad, which is these 4 colors. This is a beautiful color right here, Angel's Landing, but I used all 4 colors. I used this on the lid, this in my crease, this in the corner, and wrapped around the bottom of my lash line, and this under the brow. And this is what you're seeing. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it'll complement today's look very nicely. And then of course I use the Seint pencils on my brow and on my lash line. This is the Silk Pencil in Cinnamon. It is a budge proof formula. It will be on your eyes until you remove it with a makeup or a waterproof makeup remover. It is that good. And then on my brows I have Cappucino. So again, if you're interested in these particular products, I am a Seint artist affiliate, and I will put my shopping link in the description. Now I picked up a sample of Calaray's mascara. I hear really good things about this. This is called Come Hell or High Water mascara, and it is a clean tubing mascara. It volumizes and lengthens. It's zero smudge. It conditions the lashes with argan oil, and it's an easy warm water roll off removal. An award-winning mascara, water resistant, lash loving, long lasting, buildable volume, clean formula, and it's made of recycled materials. I got black. I'm not sure if they have any other colors. And again, this is the sample size. This is the brush. I really like these kinds of brushes. They're not too big. They're not overwhelming. Now we're going to go in and try it. We're going to show you one coat first. And what's great about this mascara, it doesn't feel like a tubing mascara. Like I can usually tell right away that I'm using a tubing mascara, and this one doesn't feel like that. It feels like a volumizing mascara. So this is one coat, and it is very good. Very nice. I'm not going to do the bottom lashes yet. Let's go in and do 2 coats. And I'm just going to use this mirror right in front of me. And it's good to kind of close your eyes so you have this real estate up here to work with. You don't want to have your eye open and then knock your brow bone with the product. But this is really good. I can see why people like this. It is very buildable. Could probably go in with a third coat, but I usually like to stop with 2 coats. I like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Now we're going to go in and do the bottom lashes over here. I really like this brush. Like, I've gotten out of using the extensions lately just because the mascaras are so good lately. And it's just, I like to be able to remove it at the end of the day. Here is the mascara. Now we're going to try the Blurry blush in Dream State. It says this is a skin-loving, soft-focus cream blush. It is blurring. I'm hearing from makeup artists online that this is like one of the go-to blushes for blurring. And I have tried the Dior matte mousse blush, and I am not a fan of the applicator on that. It seems like clunky. I'm hoping that this is better. But the Dior blush is indeed blurring, and let's see if this one is too. This one says that this is a buildable long wear blur. Kale and clay, spherical powders, and advanced film formers make this veil of misty color layerable and locked in. It is a skin boosting and conditioning formula with copper peptides, niacinamide, and Persian silk tree extract to enhance collagen, elastin, and barrier function. And it's a cream to air color, weightless, cushiony pop of color, seamlessly smooths, looks velvety, and blends like a dream. And this is the package. Beautiful color. To show you first, it's got a huge applicator, and from what I remember in store, it kind of gets a little bit messy, so you have to be really careful because it does have a lot of product, and a little bit goes a long way. So we're not going to go overboard. Let's start with just 2 bounces of product. And it is very intense. So I would say that is probably enough. We're going to use a brush just to soften that a little bit. It is a beautiful color. So just 2, and I'm going to put it away because that's too much. I'm going to be very careful with that. Very pigmented. Now there are some lighter colors available. So if this is not to your liking, they have some very soft, nude looking colors, but this one I thought was just so youthful. I'm just going to kind of bounce this around, and I love it. It looks beautiful, and of course we're going to use the blurring powder over the top, but that is definitely enough. We do not need any more color than that. So just 2 little pinprick bounces of the applicator, and that did, you know, a good job. And this would look spectacular on tan to dark skin tones, probably a little bit more natural. All right, this is the Magic Hour Hydrating and Blurring Setting Powder. This says it is clean, long-lasting 16 hours, shine control 8 hours, hydrating, blurring, lightweight, talc-free, skin-loving, and non-comedogenic. It blurs, it blows out pores. It's a silky formula that smooths pores and fine lines. It absorbs oil for a shine-free finish. It's a natural finish. It has a hyaluronic 8 complex that plumps and hydrates, helps quench your complexion with 8 types of low to high molecular weight hyaluronic acid for a lit from within skin. It weightlessly sets makeup all day. It delivers a micro-milled, talc-free, traceless color-correcting pigment in a no-mess sifter. And I got the Dawn color. There was a bronzier color. I wanted something to brighten, so I went with the Dawn. And this is the packaging. Caliray. Do it here. There's probably like a little sticker on the inside. Actually, there's not. unless I removed this incorrectly. Okay, let's see here. So we're gonna take it and I guess just go ahead and bounce into the formula. It's loose and it's like a mesh sifter on the inside, and we're gonna see if this is gonna help soften and blur. I can see immediately that it does. And this is kind of like the Benefit powder, the blurring powder from Benefit. I was really amazed at how that product airbrushed away the pores. Look at that. It's really airbrushing. Just going in and getting, it's very lightweight, finely milled. I'm really, you know, happy with products that are claiming to be long wearing, because I usually have no problem looking good in the morning right after doing my makeup, but it's like later in the day when my makeup just starts to look, you know, tired. So this is definitely going to take away any glow. So you could, if you wanted to, use your glowing products at the end, like your bronzer. You could do that at the end instead of underneath the powder. But it does give a very perfected look. And then of course we could go back and do the concealer again, just to give a little bit more glow. So we'll take a little bit more concealer and add back some of that glow, because I do like a little bit of glow. Maybe some up here. Just kind of help that in a little bit. And I'm finding that this does layer on pretty nicely. It's not caking or anything like that. And I like the color a lot that I chose. I do like that color, Sunlight. So this is a nice solution for adding back that glow. I've come back, I've done my hair, and we're going to try one of the last products. This is the Caliray Zumba Lip Guard lip gloss. This is an SPF 31. I tried this on in Sephora just on a whim, and this is really what drew me into Caliray, is how beautiful this lip gloss is. So I'm just going to put it on alone first and show you how pretty that color is. It's very shiny, but I'm going to let you know that I am going to apply a lip liner just around the edges. Oh, I have my Urban Decay 1993 lip lining pencil. I love this color. And because this is such a cool pink, it's good to have like a neutrally beige, deeper lip liner than the gloss, just to kind of give a little bit more volume. Okay, and now we're going to go in with this lip guard. It's a sunscreen lip gloss. And it kind of tastes to me like strawberry milk. I'm not sure if that is supposed to be the smell. It's just really pretty. And of course, we're going to try their setting spray. Okay, last but not least, this is the Caliray Surf Proof Setting Spray. I hear that this mister is very, very fine. And I have to tell you, I love the Urban Decay, the newly reformulated setting spray. I like the old formulation as well. And I thought Urban Decay had a nice mister. And then I tried the Benefit setting spray and loved that one. The mister on that is super fine. I love, love, love the Benefit setting spray. And now we're going to try the Caliray and see if it is even finer or at least the same. And it says that this is, you're going to shake it, hold it 6 to 8 inches from the face, mist 4 to 5 pumps over makeup for a long-lasting finish. Reuse throughout the day for a hydrating refresh. This has water. It has glycerin, magnesium chloride, niacinamide, seawater, citrus lemon, so it's lemon fruit extract. Has another plant extract that I'm not going to try to pronounce. Couple actually. Prickly pear, agave tequiliana leaf extract, zinc lactate, and it has sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, fragrance, coumarin, and linalool. Okay, clean, hydrating, and long wear. We're going to give this a try. This is the spray. The packaging is super cute, so we're going to shake it. And my complexion is indeed looking very, very blurred and flawless. Okay, here we go. All right, it is indeed a fine mist like the Benefit, but I believe that the Benefit might be finer of a mist, I think. That one I couldn't even feel. Like this one I can feel, but the Benefit, you can't even feel it going on. So we're going to let this kind of dry down, and then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay, this is the setting spray. After a few minutes, it definitely brings back some of that glow. Of course, if you're not a fan of the glow, go back with that powder. I do want to talk about the primer that I did not use. Let's just kind of see how this feels. This is called So Blown. It is a blurring and hydrating primer, and it's collagen and peptides in the formula. It's clean. And it says here it is a blurring, skin-loving, lightweight primer. It has dimethicone. It has tripeptide, vitamin E, niacinamide, Camellia oleifera seed oil, silica. So definitely interest in trying this. It has peptides, it blurs, it boosts the skin barrier. And I'll tell you, if I, go to church tomorrow and I put this underneath and I find out that this is going to make a difference compared to today's application, I will definitely add that to the video. But let's see what it feels like. This is a sample. Again, I just, it's not that I don't like primers and what they claim to do. It's just that it's yet another step, and I'm not going to do it unless I feel like I absolutely need it. See what it looks like. Kind of looks like the Smashbox a little bit. Okay, it feels very smooth. It's not like an obvious silicone feel. You can smell the lemon in it. It smells really good. So I think what I'll do is I'll try this tomorrow and see how that works underneath the makeup. And then of course I'll report back at the end of today and let you know how everything lasts. So my thoughts on this before we head in to the next segment, which will be how long this wore, is that the makeup is pretty. It's very minimal. We don't have eyeshadow. I believe they make an eyeliner. We don't have an eyebrow product. We don't have a contour. I like the things that they offer. I think it's good for someone that wants a full face but doesn't want to have too much going on. I do like more of a blurred look here in the T-zone, so I'm just going to add just a little bit more of this powder back. I really like the powder. The blush, I think I picked up a color that is slightly too bright for me, slightly too vivid. It's not that it's not pretty, but because the color is so intense, I'm getting a little bit of, not patchiness, but it just didn't go on very smoothly right here. So I think if I tried a lighter color, it would be more airbrushing and blurring, but I'm not really seeing the airbrushing and blurring property using this bright color. So there were some colors that I liked better, but my daughter talked me into this color. So it's going to last me a very long time as well, because it only takes a little bit. And I love the lip gloss. I think it's phenomenal. But what I'm really looking for is how long is this going to last? If it looks like this hours from now, then I would definitely repurchase. I think that this line, you know, with it offering peptides and hyaluronic acid and niacinamide in the formula, it is offering more age-appropriate skincare in the ingredients of the makeup, so that's great. So I will report back and let you know, how does this last? Does it last all day long? What does it look like? And then also we'll report back about the primer. Does it make a difference? Is it necessary? Hi everyone, it is now 9 p.m. I put this makeup on around 2 o'clock this afternoon, so the makeup has been on about 7 hours and it looks really good. I'm in some really bad lighting in the bathroom, but I can see that my face is still shine free. The powder has done a really great job of keeping everything flawless and matte. Again, the blush is there. It's long wearing for sure. But as far as like airbrushing, I feel like it's kind of skipped around a little bit. And I think that is because of the color that I chose. I think I chose too pigmented of a color. I should have gone with something a little bit softer, and they definitely have options. The lip color has worn away, but because I used the Urban Decay 24/7 liner, I still have some color on my lips. The concealer looks great. There's no creasing or wrinkling. I am really impressed with this. It looks great. I can only imagine that with the primer that I didn't use today, it's going to be even smoother. So we can definitely try that tomorrow and report back. But I absolutely love the makeup. I think it's perfect for women that have, you know, such a struggle keeping their makeup looking polished and fresh all day long. This is definitely going to be a wonderful brand for you to try. So tomorrow I'm going to try the makeup again with the primer from Caliray and see if it looks even better. But the powder and the tint and the concealer have performed wonderfully. I'm loving the mascara. The mascara is just so pretty. I don't feel naked like I normally do when I don't wear my lash extensions. This is just such a beautiful volumizing and black mascara. Of course, my Seint eyeshadows are gorgeous. I'll have to link those in the description because they're on sale right now. But with that said, we'll report back tomorrow with the primer. Hi everybody, I'm back, and I wanted to give you an update on how the makeup from Caliray wears today with the primer. Yesterday, if you recall, we did not try on the makeup with the primer underneath, and I was very regretful. So today I made sure to reapply everything again, but with the So Blown primer underneath. I love this primer. I am not normally a primer person, but when I tried this on this morning, it was not overly silicone-y. It was very smoothing. When I applied it to my skin, it airbrushed all the pores away, it airbrushed shine away, but it wasn't that heavy silicone-y feel. It felt like a good mixture of water and the silicone or the dimethicone. It really did go on very thin and lightweight, and it didn't peel up or roll up underneath the Caliray skin tint. Actually, the Caliray skin tint, when I applied it over the primer, I didn't have to use as much, so that's a plus. And also the Caliray skin tint, which has a glow to it, it went on a little bit more of a natural finish and less shiny. So I really like that. And of course, it wore much better today. It wore longer, and I used less of the product. So I do highly recommend using the primer. Again, I'm not a primer person, and the fact that I really enjoyed the application with the primer underneath, it really did blow me away. So I look forward to using this line of makeup. I'm going to continue to use it. It does last a long time on the skin. It's really good for people that have issues with their makeup not lasting all day. It just doesn't look as polished by the end of the day. It doesn't look as perfected. So Caliray is a long wearing brand. Their blush is long wearing. Their powder is going to mattify and control shine. The concealer is long wearing. The blush is long wearing. It's a really good long wearing makeup brand, and the mascara is just so pretty. Like the fact that the makeup line is skin care centered. A lot of the makeup products that they offer have skincare ingredients, have skincare benefits and actives in the formula. So that's really great to know that at 46, I'm using makeup that has more than just the coverage capability, more than just the long wear capability, but they are good for my skin. There's peptides, there's niacinamides, there's hyaluronic acid. It's a really good brand. But thank you for watching our videos today. I hope this was helpful for all of you guys wondering, why should I invest in Caliray? Why should I investigate Caliray? All right, with that said, we will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.